So I'm out walking the dogs today, and I was thinking about old wives' tales. A couple of things sparked it indoors. Um, just a couple of old superstitions, old wives' tales. And when I'm walking, I started to think about the potential of a trip coming in January to go to Mexico. And ever since I've thought about this trip, it's just really triggered some deep stuff. You can call it past lives, you can call it whatever, but basically it's just triggered some really deep, hidden things. And there's been lots of synchronicities about going, and a lot of bigger messages about the reasons behind it and the whys and the whats. And every time I go into it, every time I think about it, it feels like I'm adding more and more coal to the fire, which is wonderful, but at the moment it's just a spark. So that runs the risk of me either putting it out completely or it just engulfs me and becomes too much. So whether it's money behind it, whether I can get the money, or what I need to do to be able to afford it emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the things that I'm signing up for, the curiosity behind it becomes almost like a knowing, a need to know. And I was thinking about old wives' tales today, and one of them, the famous curiosity kills the cat. Well, I'm a Leo, and if I hadn't lived half my life with the curiosity, I wouldn't have been a midwife, I wouldn't be with my husband, I wouldn't have moved, I wouldn't have just come back from Canada. There's a lot of things I wouldn't have actually done if I hadn't listened to my curiosity. But there's a fine line between curiosity and destruction. There's a fine line between an initial spark and burnout. That curiosity, that needing to know the hows, the whys, the whens, that can kill a dream. That can kill the next step. And I'm walking my dogs, and it's chucking down with rain, and I have one that's running miles ahead and one that's walking miles behind, and there's nothing I can do but literally take one step at a time. I can't rush the older one, and I wouldn't dream of it. She's 100 years old, and I wouldn't dream of holding back the more enthusiastic one, my wolfhound. So for me, I'm finding that balance between taking my time, being aware of things unfolding, but also moving forward without rushing ahead of myself. It feels like old wives' tales may rise to the surface in the next, it feels like till the end of November at least. Old ways of viewing things, old beliefs. And they can help us move forward. They can keep us held back. At the end of the day, it's all about whatever belief you put behind that belief. So for argument's sake with Mexico, I can think I don't have the money, and I can guarantee I won't get it. Train. I can believe that I need to make that first step and then put myself under the stress of that, running ahead like my wolfhound and booking it. Or I can just acknowledge where I am right now, finally aware that I'd like to go, and just sit with that curiosity. So for me, there's a difference in that belief. Curiosity and innocence. Curiosity, when it's left as curiosity, remains curiosity. And that doesn't hurt anybody, to be open to what life could actually bring and to take the steps as needed and show up. Curiosity, when you need to know all the answers, kind of isn't curiosity anymore. It comes from a place of fear, of lack. So I'm sitting with the idea of going to Mexico, which is really unheard of for me because I'll either block it completely or act irrationally. So I'm in between the two energies right now. And it feels relevant for this time of year, the darkness and the light, the reflective and the action. And I'm at peace with that. So whatever comes up for you today, be curious. Don't destroy it before it's even been born. Questioning it, where's it going, how do I get there? Just be curious. because I can almost guarantee that it will open doors that you couldn't have even possibly imagined. So yeah, just show up, just enjoy your day one step at a time without trying to figure it all out before it's happened. Take care. Bye.